Okay, welcome back. I'm going to present the 3A simulation exam, and it looks like we go up to step 14, then we skip to 17, 16, and 15. So here we go. We want to change our theme color to our presentation to blue. We remember from our simulation, we do so in design. In our variant section of our ribbon next to themes, we hit the more button. We go to colors, and blue is our 5th option. And good job, Al. In step 2, we want to change the theme font. So again, that's in variants. And we're going to go to fonts, and this time we want Corbel, which is our 5th option. We're going to go back into design, back into variants to change our background styles. So we hit the more button under variants. We go all the way down the dialog box to background styles. We want style 6, which is the 2nd column, 2nd row. And we're going to apply it. And so we've seen the color change for all slides. So now on slide 2, we're just going to change it for this one slide. So we go back to variants, change it, meaning the background styles. So back to variants in our design ribbon, background styles. This time we want the 2nd column, 3rd row, which is style 10. So we're going to right click on this option. We're going to choose apply to selected slides, and we move on. We want to hide the background graphics on slide 4 and leave the task pane open. So we have slide 4. I'm going to right click and choose format background to bring up my background dialog box. And we want to hide our background graphics, which is the last option under fill, solid fill, gradient fill, picture or texture, pattern, and hide graphics. So now we want to change the background of this slide, particularly slide 1, with a color, the 4th color, 9th column. So under fill, we want to go to solid fill and then color with our paint can. We hit the more button. And again, 9th column, 3, 6, 9, 4th color. Okay. So we want to apply a texture to slides 2 and 3. Remember from our simulation, we'll click on slide 2, hold the control key down and click slide 3. You can also do this from your keyboard. So I click my first one, I go keyboard, I hit control, and I click the next one. And it should have did it. Sorry, I forgot to hit go. Control, go. Okay, it doesn't. So we have to use our control key on the keyboard, or Mac users. I'm not sure if that'll work. So we just highlight both like this. And we want to put in a texture, that being bouquet. So we go down to the texture with the more button, and 4th row, 5th option, bouquet. And so it didn't like me just highlighting the 2. So click the first. I'll do shift key to hit the 2nd. Texture under picture and texture fill. We want 4th row, 5th style. And we should have been able to move on. Gonna reset it. So slide 2, slide 3. I highlighted them with the 2 clicks. We see them, they're both filled. We want picture or texture. We want the bouquet, which is again 4th row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bouquet, and it worked now. So I don't know why it didn't work the first time, but it worked that time. So follow that direction. On slide 4, we want to format the slide background with picture 3A butterfly from the chapter 6 folder. So we're not inserting a picture to show on our slide, but doing it on the background. So it's a little tricky with how they did this one, but we're going to go to picture in our format background. We're going to go to insert. We're going to do from file and our butterfly and insert, and there's our background. And like we did in the simulation, we had changed the transparency before to 10%. We're going to do 25. So I'm just going to, I'll tick out till we get to 25. And question 7 is complete. So on slide 3, we want to reset the background. So we click slide 3. We go back to our format background section, and reset background is the last option thing we can choose next to apply all on the bottom of our dialog box. So we'll click it, and it wants us to close our format background, so we'll do so. Three 9 gets us back into animations. So on slide 2, we want to apply the fly-in animation to the bullet list. So we'll click the bullet list. We'll go to animations, and we'll do fly-in. We're going to change the direction of our effect from left. So we click our effect options, hit the more button, and we're going to go from left. Still on slide 2, we want to change the animation of the title. So we click it. We want fly in. And on slide 3, we want to apply the float in entrance to the picture. That's right next to fly in. So we will click the picture and do float in. And our question is complete. So on slide exercise 310, we're going to go back to reordering animations. So on slide 2, we want to change the order that the title placeholder is animated first. So if we remember, we click the title placeholder and move earlier. We're going to click once. Still on slide 2, which is the one chosen for us, we want to set the animation applied to the title to start immediately after a slide transition. So we click it. We're going to start. And after with previous. Oops. Sorry. After previous. Sorry about that. On slide 2, set the animation applied to the bullet list with the previous. So that's the one that's with previous. And our question is complete. So sorry about that blunder. Going to slide 1, we're going to set the duration. Remember, that's in timing under animations. So our duration is going to be 1.5. So we can hit the up tick twice. And on slide 1, we want to apply fade to the subtitle, which is the migrating butterflies. So we're going to hit our more button, and we're going to go to fade, which is our second column, first row. We're going to set this animation to go after. We'll start after previous. So we go to click where we see start on click. We're going to change that to after previous. And we're going to set the delay for this subtitle to be 0.75. So we give that 3 clicks and our question is complete. So we want to look at slide 2, and we're being told to use our format painter to take the format of our bulleted list from slide 2, copy it to slide 3. So let's click the content placeholder for our list, go up to our animations ribbon. Under advanced animation, we're going to click animation painter. We're going to make sure as we move the cursor, our paintbrush is there. We're going to go to slide 3 and apply it to that bulleted list. Going back to slide 2, we want to remove the animation from the title placeholder. So we'll click What is Monarch? Go to Animations, Animation, and choose None. And 3.13 is complete. On slide 2, we want to insert a video from our file. So that's this shortcut here. We're going to do from a file. And we're going to do the P03A. So you know it's a little different using the content shortcut than our insert menu, but they both do the same thing, and it puts it right where we want it. And now we play the video, and 3.14 is done. So for some reason, Pearson has us go to 3.17 now, but that's okay. We're going to trim our video that ends at 4.991 on the timeline, and we're going to change it to standard quality instead of high definition. What that does is it'll make the video less clear to your participants watching your presentation, but it'll make the file size a lot smaller, so the trade-offs are kind of worth it. So let's go and highlight the picture, go to playback. And we notice with the picture selected, we have video format, which I'm sure we're going to do in 15 and 16. But we have playback, we go to trim video, and our end time is on the right of our view video screen. So we want to change this to 4.991. So I'm going to highlight the 8474 and change that to 4.991 and hit OK. And we're going to compress it by going to our backstage view of our ribbon, which we get to by file. Now, compress media is no longer our first option, but it's our second. So we're going to hit compress media and go to standard. And we're going to close when it's complete. And 3.17 is done. We're going to change the format and shape of the video on slide 2 by selecting it. And again, we have video format and playback. This time we're going to be in video format, and we're going to change our video style to simple frame black video style. So we're going to hit our more button under video styles to bring up a big option of them. And under subtle, we want the 5th column, first row. There's only one row on the 5th column, so we click it. And now we're going to change the video shape to the last rectangle shape, diagonal corners around it. So we go to video shape under video format, hit the more button, go to rectangles, and we're told to use the last shape, rectangle, diagonal corners around it. And we've got a pretty looking video. We're going to change our size and alignment of our video once more. So we make sure our video is highlighted. Under video format, we go to height and we can type 3.5 and enter. Then we're going to align middle. So we go over one section to arrange. We're going to click align and then middle. And our exam is done.